Now, parents, study abroad after 12th is a good idea, but there's a catch. Let me say this very, very clearly to all of you. Earlier is not always better. Just because some students are going abroad after 12th does not mean that your child is ready to go abroad after 12th. It looks exciting if you look at from the angle of the student, that it's a speed. I'm going early. I'm not waiting till my graduation. But without readiness, as we all know, that speed is risky. So the real question here, which needs to be answered, is my child ready to go for study abroad after 12th? And this is what we are going to tackle. This is what we're going to talk today in this video. Before I go further, let me quickly tell about myself. My name is Dr. Rajiv B. Sharma. People call me Dr. RBS. I'm a global career strategist and an academic mentor. The question is whether to go abroad after 12th. Now, let's look why the parents feel this pressure. It's very simple. Parents hear that early exposure is better. They see on the social media students, going abroad after 17. A student will hear from his class, his friends, that, they are going abroad. So where does this fear come from actually? The fear is saying that are we delaying our child's career? And this pressure also creates what I call is FOMO, fear of missing out. But if I want to put it very plain and simple, please understand education is not a race. It's a responsibility. I'm a parent too, so this I'm telling you as a parent, it's a responsibility what we carry. To make you understand my point, let's do a simple, comparison. Now, going abroad after 12th often will mean that obviously there's a higher cost because most of Indian students also do masters. So there's a cost for undergrad, there's a cost for masters. Now let's look at the other option, which is going abroad after graduation. Now, what it means, and this I'm talking about the thoughts what parents have. First, my child is better mature. You believe there's a clearer direction. There's a visible ROI and jobs because usually the education is for, the master is for 2 years. But let me state this very clearly. This does not mean that one is right and another is wrong. Both are right in their own matter. The only thing it means that at what stage the child is going abroad, that is what matters. Let me share with you two simple student patterns. So first example I'll give you, one student who went abroad after 12th, not very prepared, but he was a good student, very good parents, but the child struggled with independence, confusion, stress. So finally the family had to pause and take the next steps. Whereas let me take example of another student who decided to stay back for post 12th. He built clarity, he built skill, and he went abroad later. Now with much more confidence and very less stress. So dream was same, making a global career, but the timings were different, the results were different. So I hope you understand both of these stories. Now let me present to you a very good, a smart third option. Now, after seeing this dilemma for years, this option has been created by us. It is our patented option, where most of the families may not be aware about this or they miss this. So here, the option here is not that I will go abroad now or I will give up my dream. There is a middle path. The middle path is you can start your studies in India, build maturity, clarity, reduce risk, and then go abroad for the master. So we have a program called an integrated BBA MBA or integrated BS MS Global Pathway Program, where the student spends first 2 years in India and the further 3 years they go abroad. And if you can see that delay is not a failure. It's a strategic decision what you have been taken. So this is for parents. So there are 3 paths I'll explain. First, directly go study abroad, but you need to be prepared. In fact, the students going after 12th, when they come to us, we start preparing them from 9th standard. So we give clear 4 years of preparation. They are very ready. If you feel the child is still not ready, or you have not taken that decision, not worked for 4 years or 2 years or 3 years, the option is not only study in India. Because if you're looking at a global career, you can look at the third option, which is part India, part abroad. Now, because of this, all what your dream is, what the child is not been prepared, is prepared during this time in India. Before choosing the three options, what I spoke to you, direct study abroad, global pathways, or first in India and then abroad for masters, I've got four questions which you need to ask before you decide. First, is my child ready to live independently? First question. Second question, does my child know what they want in study? It means the clarity in the career clarity, job clarity. Third, can they handle the financial risk calmly? Because they will have to handle their money on their own. And will this time help in long term careers? Now, even if two of the answers is not very clear, you should wait. And I gave you waiting. There are two choices. One, wait for, study in India for a couple of years before go abroad as part of a structured program, or study in India, then go for masters. The simple conclusion for this video is as simple as that. Comparison creates pressure. So don't compare. Clarity creates result. And clarity is for individual child, individual family. We cannot copy anybody else. I want you to pause, assess what is the right for your child, decide the path, and then let's build clarity and not confusion. In fact, you can look at my next video where I'm explaining the career first global pathways that reduce dramatically the risk and keep your options open. Look forward to that video and for you to get more clarity. My final remark to you parents, study abroad after 12th is a good option provided you have prepared for it. For example, if your child is going to IIT for JEE, you prepare it for 4 years, NEET for 3 to 4 years. Why not for study abroad? So if you do that, it's a good option. If you've not done that, then either choose the pathways I recommended or pause, do undergrad in India, and then go abroad for your masters.